So, yesterday, President Trump, the Senate, and the House of Representatives passed a major stimulus bill, totaling over $2 trillion. Hey everybody, Kamari Ellis here, the Finance Rebel. Thank you for watching my channel. On my channel, we cover all things wealth, business, investments, finance, taxes. If it's about money, basically, we talk about it. If you're brand new to my channel, do me a favor. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can get the notifications every time I publish a new video. So yesterday, the President, the House of Representatives, and the Senate unanimously passed a bill called the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, aka called the CARES Act. So in this stimulus, I know the one thing that a lot of people are curious about are stimulus checks, but this stimulus package was over $2 trillion. This is something we hadn't seen before. We have direct payments to individuals. We have bailout money for corporations and for businesses. We even have money for local municipalities and states. So, but again, I know everybody is curious about the stimulus checks. I've been getting that question over and over again, phone calls, emails, DMs. So that's what we're going to talk about today. However, this bill is very expansive. It's over 880 pages. I started reading through a lot of it last night, not all the way through, but this will be the first of many videos that I'll do to cover it because it's going to impact Americans in a very, very massive way. Now, many people don't believe that this is enough because we've seen a slowdown in American production in terms of economic growth. That's definitely slowed, definitely with all the self-quarantining and the social distancing, it has slowed as well. So hopefully this bill will help. However, we may need to have another bill to give even more stimulus to businesses, banks, airlines, and the people that matter the most, the individuals, the people that actually drive the economy. I know everybody wants to get to the meat of it, so let's cut right to the chase. Who is eligible for a stimulus check? All right, so individuals that filed a 2018 or 2019 tax return will be eligible. They cannot have been claimed as a dependent on anybody else's tax return. So they had to file single, head of household, or married filing jointly. Individuals that are single, they get a stimulus check of $1,200. Okay? And then if they have children, for each child they have, they get an additional $500. $500. All right? Now, how are we defining children? So children are being defined as 16 and under. That's how we're defining children in this bill. All right. Now, if you're married, you get $2,400. Okay. So it's basically single times two. So that's $1,200 for a single person plus $1,200 for another single person, but they're actually married. So they get $2,400. Now, what makes you eligible, right, outside of filing your taxes for 2018 and 2019, because that's what they'll be looking for first. You have to have made less than $75,000 to be eligible for the full stimulus package or the full stimulus check of $1,200. However, that $1,200 tends to phase out up to $99,000, right? So if you make up to $99,000 and you're single, you're still eligible, but you may get a reduced benefit or reduced check. Okay, if you file head of household, and that's the filing that you are taking care of head of house, you usually have some dependents. All right, they could be children that are underage, or maybe even a parent, or that you might be taking care of. You have up to $112,950. Right after that, your benefit starts to diminish as well for that $1,200. Now, if you are married filing jointly, your income can be up to $150,000. Again, which makes sense, right? A single times two, 75,000, which is the limit, or that's the amount that you can make without having a reduction in your stimulus. So for married people, it's just times 2. You're just doubling it. And so if you make more than 150,000 and you're married, you can still continue to get that benefit, but it starts to reduce. It starts to shrink over 50,000. And after you make $198,000, it's gone. Again, single times 2, right? Because the top amount of money you can make is $99,000. Again, multiply that times 2, you get $198,000. All the details are not worked out yet. It's still pretty broad. They're still dialing a lot of it in. The IRS is giving guidance as we speak. So, again, I know a lot of people call me. A lot of people want to know. But be patient as well. The money supposedly is going to arrive within 3 weeks. And to be honest, that's actually very good for the IRS. But again, 3 weeks. Typically, they want you to have your bank account information and your bank's routing number already on file. So hopefully it's on file for previous tax returns that you've already filed. However, if you're still now about to file, because I know a lot of people are asking me about that, a lot of people are about to file, be sure to add that onto your tax return. Make sure you have your bank account information on your tax return so the IRS can get the payment to you a lot faster. However, they'll still send out payments via snail mail. It is one of those things that you never know when they're actually going to come out and deliver the mail. So you'll be waiting. Again, if you're one of those people who did not file 2018 or 2019 taxes, make sure you go back to file your 2018 and your 2019 taxes and include your bank account information on there. Quick note, you might want to think about also, if you're one of those people who haven't filed in a while, you might want to file your 2017 and your 2016. Now, this is the last year for 2016 to be filed. If you're getting a refund, you will lose it. You only get to go back 3 years. We are in the 2019 tax filing year. So, 3 years will be, this is 2019, 2018, 2017, and 2016. So 2016, this is the last year you can file and get the refund. So if you have a refund, you might want to get it now. It can help you through with rough times. So you never know. Make sure you file. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I owe some taxes and I'm behind, so they're going to take mine. Well, the Senate has already said that they're going to relax standards for people who are making payments or were behind payments on IRS tax payments and student loans. However, there's a catch. If you owe child support, they're still going to snatch whatever you get. So if you owe child support, and there's probably no way to rectify it now because many other governmental buildings are not working, you're probably not going to get much, or at least it'll be reduced. Now, just to end this off, a couple of things just to think about. Again, you want to get all your taxes in if they're not in. All right, know that you'll get $1,200 if you made $75,000 or less. That tends to fade out or reduce as you go up to $99,000 in income. If you are head of household, your threshold, your income threshold is $112,950. Again, anything over that tends to reduce as well. And if you're married, you can make up to $150,000. Anything over that, up to $199,000, starts to fade out as well, or reduces the overall payment that you'll be receiving. There's also been a lot of chatter about having to pay tax on these funds. You won't have to pay tax on these monies. And actually, you may actually wind up getting a bigger benefit once 2020 is over and we get into the 2020 tax year and we find out that, let's say, you made less than $75,000. So then you'll be able to get even more money if your money was reduced in previous years, because let's say you made $100,000 in 2019, but in 2020 you only made, let's say, $60,000. So you'll still be able to take advantage of some of that, but you gotta wait. Again, be patient. Check the IRS's website, which is irs.gov. Again, irs.gov. If you have any questions for me or need my help, you can text me at 484-278-3682. 1357. Again, 484-278-1357. Lastly, got a question for everybody. What other videos would you like me to make content on? Taxes, investments, what are you curious about right now? How can I be helpful? Put it in the comments below. All right, everybody be safe, and I'll see you the next time. Kamari Ellis out.